of retrogrades. We specifically have 3. So starting on July 4th, we actually have Neptune stationing direct in Aries. So this is really looking around at your internal landscape of your belief system and rethinking what the spiritual motivation is behind your belief system, and if there's anything that you are wanting to shift and change, and what are the things that possibly are not aligning with the new version of who you are becoming or are wanting to elevate into. And then on July 13th, we have Saturn retrograde in Aries. And so this is really talking about the stability and the sustainability of your life, and looking at if what you are doing now, if it is sustainable, and if things are not sustainable, how can you shift those things, and what are the things that you would like to shift. So that could be releasing outdated thought patterns, releasing old ways of doing things that are no longer serving you. And then with Saturn, Saturn is a very rigid and structured planet. So Saturn is the granddaddy. He's also about karma. So this can also be about where you have been being too hard on yourself. Where can you lighten the load a bit and allow some more of the free form to come through? And that will also allow for more opportunities for growth and really to start embodying new energies moving forward. And then we have July 18th in our favorite retrograde ever, which is Mercury. So Mercury stations retrograde in Leo. So this is rethinking your actions and what actions have you taken or are wanting to take, and if those actions are actually suitable for your self and your heart space, because Leo rules the heart. And what actions have you taken that are feeding your ego and not your soul? So this is a time to dive deep and to restructure, rethink, reevaluate, because the middle of the year, we're halfway through the year now. So this is really a time for us to restructure anything that we want to end the latter half of the year. So with that said, let's get into some tarot, shall we? I'm going to start with the Audacity deck. I'm getting a lot of really good feedback from this deck, and I absolutely love it. So, Spirit guides, what is going on for the collective here in the month of July, for the first week of July? What are the best and highest messages that they need to know at this time? That is too many. Okay, we have the Sun. Awesome. What a perfect card for July, because we're in the middle of the Sun moves into Leo on the 22nd. So we have the Sun. So soaking up the Sun. And really, I love the depiction of the Sun on this card, because you can see that there's 2 children here, and they're just having the time of their life. They are enjoying that childlike wonder, and they're tapping into that imaginative exploration. And this is that free flowing energy, and the energy of, I'm going to live my best life and I'm not going to think about the repercussions. And this can also be tapping into that Saturn energy of, where have I restricted my childhood nature? Like, where can I bring that inner child out to play a little bit more? So really big energies for that month too. And sunflowers, I love sunflowers because they turn towards the sun, and if the sun is not out, they actually turn towards each other for nourishment and light. So that could also be turning to your people for more support, more lightheartedness, and really tapping into, I'm only going to take one, tapping into that childlike wonder, going out with your friends, loosening up and really having a good time. So we have the chicken nugget. So this is a card of having what you want and embracing. This can also be the inner child too, but everybody loves chicken nuggets. So really allowing your pleasures to come into play. So kind of indulging on some of the things that may not be the best for you, but you're doing it out of pure enjoyment and allowing that energy of the sun to really help to fill that lighthearted energy within you. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Mother. So this is also Cancer, which we're in Cancer season now. So really doing a lot of nurturing at this time and making sure that you're taking care of you and doing the healing while also enjoying the healing. So we have Paradox here. And then Spirit, can I get one more, please? And then we have Share Wisdom. Okay, so this is also a pretty Saturnian card to me too. So the paradox for me, I'm really getting that some of you may be feeling like you are living in a paradox, that you may be doing things that are the way that you used to do them, and they're no longer aligning with who you want to be or the things that you want to do moving forward. And then we have Withdrawal. So withdrawing from anything that is feeling depleting or draining, and really making sure that you are taking care of the home too, because Cancer rules the home, and Cancer is very maternal and loving. So where are you able to restructure things in your home? And your home could be your physical home, but it can also be the home within. So are you taking care of your internal house? Are you sweeping up the cobwebs in any certain areas, which is a big thing, especially for retrogrades, that we can really tap into the deeper depths of who we are and be able to clear those things for our ultimate expansion. So we're going to get into the tarot, and we're going to kind of get a little bit deeper on here and get some bones in this reading. Spirit, what is going on for the collective at this time? What do they need to know, and what can we illuminate for them? The Knight of Wands, perfect. Six of Wands. What are their goals? What is above them? Okay. There's a lot of duality within this reading. Lovers. What is in front of them? All right. Woo, you got the Tower. Okay. Queen of Wands. Love that. And what is their outcome? The Hierophant. Okay. So, and then we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you guys are really about to take some action towards your version of success, because we have the Knight of Wands here, which is indicating you, and then we have the Six of Wands crossing that. So this is a lot of fire energy, and this is a lot of passion moving forward. So you may have a lot of people who are observing and looking at what you're doing, and you may feel like a lot of them do support you, but there's always one stink eye. There's always one thing or a couple people or a couple situations that are just not going to know what you're doing. They're not going to understand what you're doing, and that's okay. I feel like at the crown of your head, you have the Hangman. So this is really a level of shifting perspective and really getting that enlightenment before taking any further actions moving forward. And again, this retrograde season is about a lot of internal landscape shifting. So I think you guys are really taking a pause to listen on, what does my version of success look like? Where can I fuel a little bit more of that fire into this version of success, where I'm not necessarily relying so much on other people? This feels like an internal vision that you guys have been having and thinking about. And then in the past, we have the Lovers. So the Lovers could be partnerships, could be romantic partnerships, and I'm also getting redefining partnerships too. So you guys are also shifting the people who are closest to you, and could be also shifting love dynamics. And you guys could also be shifting the way that you view love and the way that you receive love. I'm getting a lot of love languages and attachment styles with this. So a lot of you are also examining the ways that you interact with people, or the ways that your dynamics are working with specific individuals. And this is a really healthy place to be, because as you are able to kind of sit with the energies, you can observe and feel into, where can I really boost this relationship, or where can I boost my energy levels to help fuel more love and more compassion and more support for not only others but for myself. It all starts with the self, but I really do feel like you guys are also taking other people into account too. But I really do feel like you guys have a really strong support system around you that are cheering you on, that are cheering on your vision, on your support, on your success. So in your subconscious, we have the Temperance. So this is a card of patience and alchemy. It's also a card of Sagittarius. So really fueling the energies of the moon and the sun together to really move out and to have the patience to know that this vision will come to light in divine timing. But there's also a little bit of willpower involved here, I feel. But they're really saying you have to close out a cycle first before you move into this next chapter. So the world, this indicates, endings and beginnings. This is the world card of, could also be world events, but I'm really getting that there's karmic cycles that are being shed. And that could be with specific people. You could be releasing people out of your life, and then you could also be having new people come into your life. So as we release energies, it makes room for more energies to enter. So, and you have the Tower and you have the Star. So the Tower is all about shifting your environments, shifting the places where you have felt stagnant and stuck. And if this is not you initiating this Tower, this could be Spirit Source doing it for you, because there is something changing, there is something shifting. And a lot of people fear the Tower, but if we look at the Tower, and a lot of the times after, well, in tarot, after the Tower comes the Star. So every ending comes from some other beginning's end. And we do have the Star here. So by allowing this Tower to fall, you are opening up a brand new field of vision for yourself and for your possibilities to move forward. But this is going to take action. This is going to really take that inner drive, that inner fire. The Queen of Wands knows how to direct. She knows her vision. She knows how to use her wand to really manifest and get what she wants. This is also the shadow work queen. She has done a lot of work in the shadows to feel worthy and to release any outdated narratives that had prevented her from moving forward. So she has done the inner work to really get this, to get her wishes, her dreams, and she knows how to pull it down into reality. And then in your outcome, you have the Hierophant. So this is a card of commitment, and this is a card of spiritual enlightenment. And this can also be a card of traditional structures, but I more so feel like this is actually you committing to your path, committing to your vision. And we also have the King of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is a brand new structure for whatever you guys are doing. And allowing new resources to come to you is also something that I'm hearing. And this could be collaborations with other people and getting yourself out there. So a lot of you guys are learning new trades, new skills to be able to serve the collective. And that could be anything. But you have to also have the energy and have the time to be able to really put forward this energy to really help sustain it, to help this be a solid foundational structure for you to rely on. And the King of Pentacles has done that. He has really fought his way. He's invested in the right things. He has really made sure that his material landscape is good. This is also Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. So really focusing on what you can fuel. I'm also hearing multiple streams of income. What you can fuel into the way that you sustain your life. There's something around that is needing to be restructured and looked at. So that Saturn and Aries energy is really going to help out. So, Spirit, can I get a little bit more info on this? Okay. We have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Love that. So some of you may be doing things on the side, and you also may have people in your corner who are really seeing the work that you're doing on a different level. And that comes with the Six of Wands too. People supporting you. And those little words of encouragement really do go a long way, especially if you're building something, because a lot of the times you're building things that people don't see. There's a lot of things going on in the background that are not visible to the surface yet. Wow, we have a lot of flowers. Happiness, yay! So this also reminds me of Leo and Taurus energy. So fueling into the chicken nugget, fueling into the things that make you happy, the things that bring you joy. And then we have harp, great happiness. Cool, okay. So this is also tapping into music. Music is the higher octave of language. So I know for me personally, when I listen to music and when I really sink into the messages that I'm listening to, I can feel my whole body, my whole essence starting to radiate. And a lot of you are probably looking for more passionate things that can break you out of the monotony of what you have been doing. And really tapping into the vibrations of music can help with that. And then we have the beetle at the bottom of the deck that says good fortune. So keep going on whatever it is you're doing, because it seems to be really happy and great fortune. So I love that. A lot of progress and a lot of forward momentum for this. So, but also remember to take a break where you need to. Spirit, what other advice is here for them this time? Miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Love that. That song, I believe in miracles. Where are you from? You sexy thing. Interesting. Some of you may be in the dating scene. You may have sparked a new love interest. Love that. All right, what else? We have believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your head and heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life and you will do exactly that. So, yeah, go all in on your beliefs and know that you're worthy of whatever it is that you're bringing into fruition. Know that you're worthy of this happiness and you're worthy of the life that you truly admire and truly want. And then we have pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Love that. And then we have keep going. Perfect. Wonderful. And really pay attention to license plates, insects, animals. All of those energies external to you can also help in bringing you messages. But the biggest, most aligned messages come from here. They come from internal guidance. So be sure to be meditating. Be sure to rest and take time for you, because there's a lot of shifting going on, and just know that if any specific, I don't know, chaos comes up, know that you can handle it. I think a lot of people fear retrogrades, but we can use it as a tool. We can really tap into that energy of the reevaluating and see if the things that we are working towards really are working for us, or if they are taking us further away from the path that we want to go on. So, but I'm going to leave that here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and if you are interested in any candles, sprays, intentional items, the link for the Etsy shop is down below. Instagram, TikTok, all of that is in the description box. But thank you guys so much for being here always. I so appreciate it. And I hope to see you on the next one. Blessed be. Bye.